Here with our basketball head coach Tim Sweeney, getting ready for his second season at the helm of the Statesman. Coach, before we look ahead to this upcoming season, let's take a quick look back at your rookie campaign. You inherited a team that had just graduated the National Player of the Year in Richie Bonney and the two-time Liberty League Defensive Player of the Year in Joe Gibbons, and Joe was a 1,000-point scorer just like Richie. And yet, there weren't a lot of high expectations for Hobart basketball from a lot of people, but you still produced an 18-8 season, one of the best records in school history. Just talk about the success you had here in your first season.
Well, we certainly knew that our team was going to be different. Anytime you lose two guys like Richie and Joe, your program is going to change. What we didn't want to change, though, was the leadership and kind of the little things. And we were very fortunate to return three great starters in Trey Blanding, Connor Raybaum, Andrew Hoy. And then Mike Lavelle, as the fourth senior, did a tremendous job of leading by example. So we were fortunate to have senior experience that had been through a lot of the battles and a lot of the tough games. And I think, Ken, what we were able to do was get our entire group behind that leadership to buy into our vision and to buy into the way we wanted to play. And so certainly I think because of that and because of the leadership that we had from our players, we were able to be successful.
As you prepare to transition into your second season as a head coach, what lessons do you take from that first season, both for yourself and do you try to transfer into your student athletes?
I think first and foremost, beyond anything else, is that your internal leadership, meaning our players and their ability to lead and ability to take ownership of what we're doing, is paramount. And I can't say enough about that senior class that has now departed in terms of how they bought into the changes that we made and some of the different things that we did, but more importantly, how they bought into making sure that everyone in our program understood the direction we were going, what we wanted to do, and what the expectations were. So if there's anything I learned, I'd say bottom line is that it's about the players, and it's about them really buying in and taking control, of the program.
Looking ahead to this season, you've got a core group of returning players, 6 players in all. 4 of them have played some pretty significant minutes for you. Talk about that group and their importance to the success of this team.
Well, first and foremost, yes, we're going to really lean on their experience, and it's not a lot of actual game experience, but the fact that they're returning gives them an advantage. And we challenged all 6 guys to get better, and I'm really excited to say that each of them has improved. You take a look at Pete Drescher, who's made some big plays in his career here. We've really challenged him to not only get better as a player, but better as a leader. He's done that. Tommy Campion has come back a better player. Zach Gratton challenged him to work on a lot of things over the summer. He's come back improved. You take a look at even some of the younger guys. You have Luke Ruddy, great freshman year, challenged him to get stronger. He's done that. Even Andrew Riviello didn't get a lot of time last year. He's improved as a player, and I'll even take Keenan Williams, a guy that has really scrapped his way onto the team here. He came back stronger. So, literally every guy has improved, and that has us really excited about building off of that for this season.
6 players, though, returning doesn't give you a whole lot of depth until you factor in the first-year class. You brought in 8 new players. Talk a little bit about them as a group and how they'll contribute this season.
Yeah, collectively, I'd say the biggest thing is they bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm. These are all guys that love the game, love to compete, and want to win. So anytime you have that mix and that element within the group, I think it's exciting. So they've really injected the program with an enthusiasm that I think has been great over the first 3 weeks of the season, preseason so far. But they're certainly collectively, again, they're a group that's talented. We have some length, we have some size, which was needed. But most importantly, the energy and enthusiasm is really going to spark our group.
And the last question, ask you to pull out your crystal ball here and take a look into the future. What is this team capable of? Where do you see them down the road come February?
Yeah, internally, we break it down into very small pieces. So, for the group right now, we're just trying to get better today. We're trying to get better week by week, and I think I like the potential of the group. I love the commitment level that we have. So, without putting a number on it or predicting anything, I think we can be competitive with everyone on our schedule. Certainly, our out-of-conference schedule again is a challenge. We're going to travel the top 25 opponents. We're in the Wendy's Classic, so we've got some great teams that are really going to test us and expose us before conference play. Then if you look at the Liberty League, I think you've seen a steady incline in terms of the talent and capabilities of everybody within the league. And maybe more so than ever, I think this year is certainly going to be a challenge, very competitive. So we're going to learn a lot more about ourselves in the out-of-conference, and then hopefully by the time January rolls around and we're in conference, we have a better idea of who we are. But most importantly for us, if we can keep improving week by week, month by month, I'm confident in our ability to be able to compete with anybody.
All right. Good luck this season, Coach.
Thank you.